Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. So today we are doing a art deco building, which is sin on this channel to be doing an art deco building because I hate them and most of them are very ugly. So because we have platform tools now and we can actually do curved bits and pieces, this is the reason why we have to build. Well, I didn't have to build it. I thought I'd build one anyway because I found one that was actually half decent looking, and so I thought that would be something challenging and something different to do because I don't like. So we are building up from the front and working our way to the back because I had a picture of the front of a house, and so we are working on that first and trying to work out how best to do all the curved bits and pieces because it doesn't quite go up to the thing, so we have to like add trims, and then we can't have a half wall where the curved bits are, so trying to find stuff that fits, getting all the half walls the right size, and a little bit of a palaver. And then when I was making it, the inside, the layout, the like the platforms kept popping up inside, and it was really bizarre. I don't know whether because we've got those two little round like circular steps up, and we have the same out the back as well, whether that was why it was being a little bit funny. But this house is all right. It's all right. It's got some fun balconies and stuff, and I was trying to make it look similar on the front to the back, so there's actually quite a nice big like open seating area out the front here, which is quite unusual because it's at the front of the house rather than at the back of the house. So if you've got a nice view, I actually picked this spot as well because it has the little driveway that comes off the street, which some of the lots don't actually have, even though we don't have cars. It's just like I still wanted to have like some sort of realism. And we also used the platforms for the roof as well, and there was like some little detailing on the building where they had like a little lip which you could actually use with the tool like that you put extra bits around. I can't remember what it's called. But we also have this interesting like support pillar on here as well, which has all plants and everything. And I was trying to get some. We don't actually have some windows that match proper like Art Deco style windows, so I had to improvise and use the Moschino stuff because the actual windows are set in, so we can't actually do that in The Sims. Unfortunately, but we can at least now get some like curves going. And this is quite fun using the platform tool as like a roof for the back area. This looks very classic Art Deco ewness. The actual house that I was looking from, where we got the curve at the front here, it actually had some of the thick frosted windows, which would be like for a bathroom, and it was green because there was this whole like green tinge going on, which is not an attractive colour either. But we have no windows like that, and obviously because it's a platform, we can't put any windows on there, which is slightly sad. But I also did have fun with platforms in making like raised beds, and we have like a wall as well that goes around the side of the house as like a fence or like a property boundary type of thing, which is quite fun. And then we've got an extra platform on the side of the house as well, which is a planter. This is where I realized, like, what had it done inside? Why was it twice the height when I made it specifically the same height as the step? And if you've got Get Famous or what are the other good packs? The bowling stuff pack. You can easily make like a 1930s style house and in all its wonderfulness. It's really hard to get the right windows for these types of builds because we don't really have that many. And it was quite fun to have like a little circle window because that's what the actual house had, because there's no nice square slatted windows except for the mosquito ones, which I thought they had a version that didn't have the open bit. So all the windows are open, and if it's cold, your Sims will have to put the fireplaces on. I'm sure they had a closed one. I don't know why they don't. But we're going around, didn't like not many windows compared to like a normal build because that's not what they have. Don't have many windows. I'm using little square ones as well near where the doors are, so we have like some extra thing. And I thought it'd be quite nice to actually have some like full glass doors that go out into the balconies, and then we've got like an art like a style that sort of mimics that, but with just glass on the top for our bathrooms and stuff. So I've done the layout. The layout in the house is a bit odd because we've got a bedroom, the master bedroom downstairs, and then I was trying to work out whether this room here, which ends up being the living room, would be at the kitchen, but I was like, how are you going to get around to the dining room, which is on the other side? And I was just like, oh, it's such a mess. So I thought the most quietest room to go next to the master bedroom is the living room. So we've got this nice platform because it was where I was going to have a big like support system for the stairs and stuff, but then I thought it'd be quite nice to actually have it as like a TV stand, so it would kind of made it a little bit more of a feature, and put some plants up there, and using the new sofas from Snowy Escape because they've got all the angles and stuff. We've got this rug that's very like Art Nouveau, Art Deco-y style. It's probably more Art Nouveau like style, but it kind of fits. It's a rug that I never use because it's ugly. It's just not my taste at all. If you're actually interested in looking at more period builds, I did a whole series on called Street Through Time, which has all the decades all the way into the future for different housing styles to get inspiration from, and it start off in the Stone Age and go all the way to the future. So it was a fun thing to do, and lots of fun facts about Britain as well. So if you're interested in period builds and stuff, definitely check out that series that seems to randomly get views now and again. But try to make this build quite how it would be inside, picking up sort of like older bits and pieces that sort of fit, and obviously very like linear and geometric bits and pieces as well. Randomly put a screen there. I think it looks quite nice because we're kind of like blocking off some of the space, but I don't think it's very very accurate. Using these lights as well, I can't remember where they're from. I think they're one of the new base gables that kind of fit in with the style as well. You put in the grey colour instead of having it as the brown one, because that one's a bit over the top. And I put the little beamer lights in there as well because they're not quite bright enough for my liking when it's normal, when they're just the square lights. So we have a little bit more light, and we have the stairs in the middle here, so you can actually loop around the entire house by going through the living room. And we have two bathrooms downstairs. We have one which is like a proper bathroom that's going to be at the front of the house, and then we have like a more laundry room that has a sink and a toilet in it as like an extra bathroom, especially if you're going outside and stuff. Then on this side of the house, I thought they would have knocked the wall through, and when I was putting this together, I realized that bringing that little platform step down and having it go to where we've got the fireplace would have made a perfect transition down into the kitchen with all like the textures and the flooring and everything. And I was just like, damn it, I already uploaded it to the gallery, I can't change it now. But yeah, if you do download this, it's called the Art Deco house. You can drag the platform all the way through the room. So we've got a bar, we've got some of the bowling stuff as well, and we've got this like mica table with some chairs as well that kind of fits in with the whole 1930s 50s kind of mix of theme we've got going on in here. We're trying to go oldish school, and we've got a double fireplace as well in here just to add to the extra bit. I thought it'd be quite nice to have the little drinks thing off to the side, as though you like pour yourself a little drink for guests and things. So this is our kitchen dining room. So we've got the dining room at the front because I thought that would be a nicer thing, and we've got the 2 windows as well. So I don't think you'd really want to walk straight into the kitchen and then go to the dining room, but that is the way we've done it. And then on the other side we have our kitchen, which is actually using some of the base game like counters and everything, because they are the most accurate to that time period. And using one of the older fridges as well that kind of looks like a bit of like a knockoff Smeg fridge, which is always funny to use. You could either, if you wanted to make this like really shabby, you could use the crap versions from City Living. I did try and like fit in some of, trying to mix in some of the counters, but it just didn't have the same colorway, which is super annoying because it'd be quite nice to have some like open ones so you could put like some of the bowls and stuff on there. So that is something for the Sims team to think about. They probably won't, but it's something for them to think about. And we also put a table in here in the middle as well, and we've got some like the older appliances. So we've got the older stove and the older microwave as well to go with everything, just to make it look as though it's all in a similar style, and some blinds for the back of the kitchen as well, because you don't want to get too hot when you're cooking away and filling it up with a lot of the clutter items as well. That's why we had to bring in another table, because I just love putting too much stuff in the kitchen, and it's quite a reasonable sized kitchen for the size of the house. The house was a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is literally all my bills. Can never get the scale of anything right. So we got another mica table and just put a few bits and pieces. So it's not actually that much like older style pieces in the game, which is a little bit annoying. So kind of trying to find stuff that actually fits. And I just noticed now that those plates and bowls that are in the cupboards are not the same size as the plates and bowls object. Oh dear, when you notice too much is different in this game. And I was trying to find some like old school flooring that didn't look too horrendous, which is a little bit of a mission. It would have helped if I had done the split leveling in would have made it a little bit of an easier transition. But I think the fireplace partition kind of helps with that as well. And obviously the bathroom and the laundry room is pretty much the same wonderful tile on the floor and on the walls. So you always clearly got enough out of their tiling. We actually have a little heater in there as well. It's just an item I have not messed around with yet, whether you could like put stuff near it and it catches fire. So people always say like never cover your heater, your electric heater and stuff like that. So I don't know whether that's you could actually do that as a new death, which would be quite fun. And I was trying to find something to put in here, because there's always like, because it's like a longer room, and I knew we had this laundry item and I was like, I need to use it, but it's huge, utterly huge. I was like, I had to scale this down and also put the decoration box in there as well, which hopefully you should be able to click on it and use it. But if not, you'd have to pull it out a little bit. And then we've obviously got our cleaning stuff and some other bits and pieces in here as our little like off kitchen pantry type of thing. I don't know what was up with the rug there. I think it was getting a little bit confused, because this room also like popped up as well. As you can see, it's like not on the same height as this bit. So I think that was confusing it slightly. So this like hallway is where we've got our little study area. So we've got a desk and we've got a bookcase as well. We've got a darts board and we've got some seats as well. So it's kind of like a little bit of a transition transitional space, but obviously want to make it somewhat functional because we've got the laundry off the side, and you can also go into the back garden as well. So there's like the football and stuff where they've stored it inside. And I was trying to find rugs that fit in this style of house, which is a little bit difficult. And obviously somewhere you could actually sit and read as well, if this is supposed to be somewhat of a library. Obviously plant corner. Which I don't know why I did, but I was just like, we need something in that corner, and I don't want to put another like surface object or anything. And then at the back here we have our master bedroom, so going for some whites and creams and all trying to fit in the style of this time period. And then we have an ensuite on here as well, so we've got this nice corner where we can put a dressing table and a desk as well, which is for having like getting ready and stuff. We have that little window as well, which kind of is quite nice over the desk, and we have a few radiators dotted about, because obviously radiators, gotta love a radiator. They're a little bit old school for this build, but I think they work. So just putting a few bits and pieces on the table, and we still need some more clutter objects. I think I was watching someone the other day and they were saying like it's great having the open shelved kitchen units, but there's not enough stuff to put on them. Even if you have all the packs, there's still not enough stuff to do on there. And then I thought it'd be quite nice to have like a feature above the bed, so I didn't actually ever use this object, but it's from Eco Lifestyle, and so it's quite nice, quite geometric as well, which is what we're going for, and a fluffy poof in the corner as well. So upstairs we have, I was debating where the kids' bedroom and where the like guest extra bedroom is going to be. So on this side, because there's a balcony on the other side that you can go to, I don't think it was very appropriate for the kids to have that one, especially as there's like toddler stuff as well. So health and safety reasons, we put them on the other side, so they've got this nice big shared room. So I thought it'd be a toddler and a younger child, so they are playing with the same things, and we've got this nice big open space for them to play and have toys. And there's a craft table as well for the older child, so they can do some crafts and bits and pieces, but it's all kind of supposed to be all over the place with bits and toys and stuff, so it looks as though they are actually functioning and using the room. I thought it'd be quite nice to have carpet in here as well, just to make it a little bit more cozier. And we have a few bits and pieces, and I thought it'd be quite nice to have the doll's house on an angle, as though they like it's supposed to go against the wall, but they've kind of pulled it in, so they're like using the green mat as like a front garden or something like that. And then we've got a few bits and pieces around the table and a hidden height chart as well. It's kind of, it used to be other bits and pieces in there. And then our second bedroom, so this has got like a little bit more of like an older looking bed. It's not as fancy, but it's a little bit more cozy, especially as it's getting a little bit colder, getting to Christmas. We can start doing Christmas builds. Love doing Christmas builds. It's so much fun. And this is quite a big space, so if you wanted to make another bedroom out of this space, you could probably easily divide it up into two. But we have everything you need in it, even like a TV and stuff, so it's like a proper guest space, or any type of space really. So we got a little coffee table which has a TV on it, like proper old school one, and a few bits and pieces. We've got the two chairs as well, so you can sit there, and then a darker rug, because this room is quite light, so it really brings the focus back. And we have a nice big dark painting on the wall as well. It was really hard to pick paintings and pictures for this build because there's none in the style that we need. We also have another bathroom at the front here, which you can see the window to just in the corner there, which has a bath and a shower combo and a few bits and pieces in here. Obviously some laundry baskets about the place as well. But this is our main balcony, which has a nice seating area. We also have some lighting, got lots of greenery growing up the walls as well, just to make it look all nice. We've got the planter that's like in the 3 tiers from Eco Lifestyle as well, and some nice seating out here just so you can sit there. And I was making sure it was bright enough at night as well, because if you wanted to sit out on a warm evening, then it is a nice space to go. And then out the front here we just got a few plant pots, so it's just a little small balcony for growing things. Really, there's not really enough space to do anything out here. And we also have one on the long one out the back. There's just a few bits, I think 2 seats, and on the other balcony just put some of the new like set of plants that came from Snowy Escape, and I think a seat as well, because it's just a small little balcony. This is one of the plant boxes that I was trying to make, so it looks as though it's like a proper like planter, because you've got the plants going up and down in different heights. It kind of looks as though it's like all overgrown, nice and full. And then we have this little tree area here as well that's like a raised planter, and we have our driveway, and we have our little path going down to the house as well. This side we've got like a tree barrier as our natural like barrier, and then on the other side we have our retaining wall. And then I thought it'd be quite nice to extend our concrete out and have like a proper pool area, because the garden's quite big, so we've got a nice big square pool. And we also have another planting area as well, because I thought that'd be quite nice along here, just to break up the white stark wall with a few bits and pieces. And we also have a swing set and a toddler slide as well, so there's a few bits and pieces for the kids to do. I was debating putting like a fence around the pool, because I know that's like a thing you have to do in some countries, but I thought it would make it a little bit clunky. So we're just building up our big planting box with all different size plants and stuff. This one's a little bit more trickier to do because it was so long, so you had to get like the proper mix of plants and stuff, but I think it looks quite cool. As long as you cover the top up completely, it looks pretty cool. It looks as though you've actually made a proper border. We have one of the new benches as well, with a thing, and a barbecue in the retro style as well. Washing line, of course, if you want to do it freehand and don't have a tumble dryer. They wouldn't have invented one back in the 30s, I don't think, anyway, otherwise it would be crap. And we have our little pose box out the front as well, and obviously finishing up with some terrain paint, because you have to make it look as though people are actually using this stuff. And I think just a few trees on this side because it looked a little bit bland, but that is our build. So we'll jump into the screenshots, I think, or are we going to put a car on there? Yeah. We're going to finish off putting a car, but this lot does not have great lighting, so these are our screenshots, so you can have a look at the layout and some of the bathrooms as well that I've added in, and into our hallway and our living room and our different bits. There's the tree sticking through. This is what our bathroom looks like. It's basic stuff. Our kitchen and dining room, our little hallway study, our laundry room, master bedroom, and our bedrooms upstairs as well, and our kids' bedroom as well. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.